Welcome to the Safe Zone. This is your safe place where you can take off your goggles. The Safe Zone is a place where all the guns wear condoms, and there are no dirty magazines to threaten your sensitive virgin eyes. Mags out, barrel socks on. No exceptions. Pistols stay in holsters. On the other side of the mesh is the big, scary, dangerous battlefield. You need iPro to go out there. You cannot take off your iPro out there. Ever. At all. For any reason. Not once. Not never. Full seal ANSI-rated iPro that is secured behind the head with a strap is required for all players. Full face protection is recommended for all players but required for minors. If someone's iPro is compromised, including your own, call blind man as loud as you can. If you hear blind man, repeat it and pass it on. Upon hearing blind man, stop shooting and put your weapon on safe. Game will pause until blind man is resolved. If you are the one who lost your iPro, cover your eyes with your arms or your hands and get down. Let people who still have goggles on find your iPro for you. Blind man is also the call used to halt the game for serious, real-world injuries. Don't molest the wildlife. If you do, Nick Scar will molest you. Don't climb trees. Don't climb the castle walls. In fact, don't climb the castle stairs either. For this event, the second floor of the castle is off limits. Stay on ground level on the castle field. The one exception to this is the church. You may go up in the church tower. The secret doors on the castle walls are in play. These rules apply to the castle field. All other multi-level fields are fully in play. There is one caveat. The new trench field, often called the mines, has railroad ties for overhead cover. Do not climb on top of the overhead cover that makes up the tops of the tunnels. They could move and you could fall, or worse, a railroad tie could fall on somebody inside. No blind firing. You must maintain muzzle awareness at all times. That means that if your muzzle is up, you should be looking down it. You must sight down your weapon to fire it. You cannot hold it over your head or around a corner and blindly fire. No crack or slat shooting. If BBs come through a crack or a hole and hit you from far away, the shot counts. That is not slat shooting. Slat shooting is putting your barrel right up to a hole or a crack and shooting out. The reason this is banned is because it is a form of blind firing. If the gap isn't big enough to put your head through, don't shoot through it. If you are in an elevated position, do not shoot straight down on top of people who are directly below you. The shot could go between where their goggle meets their face, or through the foam. Do not shoot people directly above you either. Nobody likes BBs up their noses. Missions will be posted in your base. Everyone can see them, potentially even the enemy. Missions are time sensitive. A referee will be assigned to each base. That referee will change the mission board at the appropriate times. Many of the missions are multi-part. Unless it says otherwise, or is obviously impossible to do out of order, you do not have to do multi-part missions in the order they are listed. You have a whole team of people to share the workload. Listen to your commanders when they are organizing and delegating responsibilities. It won't do you any good if 150 of you all go after one part of the mission and the other parts are ignored. For this year, there will be no respawn clock. Instead, respawns will be handled by squad reinforcement. If you are dead and you need to respawn, there is no set time until you return to play. Instead, you stay in the respawn pool until there are at least 8 people ready to respawn, at which point you all respawn together. Keep your kill rag out while you are in the respawn pool in case the base takes enemy fire. Props. Respect the props. Don't beat up or shoot or throw or kick around our props. If you find a prop but it is not part of your mission, either leave it alone or call command for further instructions. Staff has to run around all day and make sure that all the puzzle pieces fall into place for the right missions at the right times, and it is exhausting. Don't make it harder for us by moving or stealing the props before the mission regarding them even goes live. You may actually hurt your own team if you move something prematurely. It has happened before, where someone screwed up a friendly squad's mission by moving a prop the other squad needed to retrieve as part of a multi-step mission. If you pick up a prop that is not part of your team's current mission and move it, then staff will either dock your team points or award points to the other team. Be aware that props that were part of your mission in the AM phase may be part of someone else's mission in the PM phase. Pirates will start the day in the fire-based combat base at the north end of the field. Military will start in the castle. At lunch, we will switch sides. Sportsmanship. Referees will be doing random hit checks. That means that we may, at our discretion, randomly shoot a player to see if they call it, Players have been removed in the past for not calling their hit checks. Be a good sport, be an honorable player. Fight nice. There are no winners in airsoft. We are all losers with toy guns.